I'm majorly looking forward to it, especially since it was 30 hours when we did it last time, and it's a fantastic experience. It's a challenge. It's a challenge for the writers, it's a challenge for the directors, for the crew, for the runners, for the actors. It gets people on their feet and active in the community.
What I'm really looking forward to is the process of getting the ideas and getting to know my particular team, and to just to throw it all into the pot and mix it around and see what comes up. I think that's really like the challenge of the whole thing, and that's what's really exciting about it.
It kind of gets people into a creative mode, and it gives them initiative to actually put on the best thing they possibly can in the shortest amount of time.
I just can't wait till tomorrow to go through the process and to see what they bring to the script that I will not have seen, because that always happens when you write something. The actors themselves are creative people. They adapt your work, so they bring something of themselves, and their characters forged into the script, and it becomes something completely different then. It's almost like it takes on a life of its own. So that's really what I'm looking forward to.
Like for a director anyway, once you get a script, you have really a little bit of time to go over it, plan out, block, and get a general idea, and then have a conversation with the actors over sometimes 3 months. So you can just imagine how getting that 3 months down into a 28-hour space of time is quite difficult, but it means that you just need to be concise.
I'm feeling a little bit nervous now that you've reminded me that we're 3 hours before the beginning of 28 hours Waterford Youth Arts phenomenal extravaganza. Yeah, nervous to the core.
Those nerves really give you a kind of a get up and go attitude, and though it's 4 hours away, I'd probably say, because I was writing last time, and this time I'm directing. When I was writing, it was a little bit more pressure on me, because you have to come up with a whole entire world full of characters and themes, and you have to get that in between the time the actors and directors leave to nearly 9 o'clock the next morning. So as a director, my work really starts when I get the script. For the writer, it's going to start, it's pretty much most definitely been going on all day, getting small little ideas, and when we sit down with the themes, with the bits the actors brought to it, and especially the news bits, that's when the writer's mind starts really working at it.
And with anything creative, there's always something bubbling around the back of the head. So until 4 o'clock, it'll just be a bit of anticipation, but at 4 o'clock, we'll just get into it.
3:45, the vintage tea rooms, listen to the news at 4, eat cake and drink tea. We have a team of 4 people, so chat with the 4 people about what it is that we'd like to try and do as a piece over the next 28 hours. So we will consume the cake, the tea. Hopefully by the end of that we'll have a plan of action, and then we'll put that plan into action, film into the night. We have a long old 28 hours of figuring out to do, but we look forward to it.
Yeah, tilt it down, float it from there.
So there's a lighting rig going on today, and I'm here just to help with the focus. I thought maybe that I might get set up with microphones and stuff, but that'll probably wait till tomorrow morning now. Walking into the show blind, yes, I am, but I actually kind of like that. It's flying at the seat of your pants, I guess, chaos, but in a fun way. It's the speed of it is thrilling. So I'm going to find out pretty much, only very shortly before the actual show goes on what I'm going to have to do for it, and I'm going to have to get it done there and then.
So we met at 4 o'clock. We listened to the news. One of our participants, Killian, wrote down some of the key images that we heard from today's news. And then we shared those with our writer, Martina Callender, and also we shared some of our stories. And from that, there was a real sense of, as Martina said, people sharing memories, and particularly to do with rites of passage. From that then, I asked Martina just to give us maybe some more information about particular scenes or maybe parts of stories she wanted to see. So we did a little bit of work in the devising process, is trying to maybe have some kind of structures in place that come from exercises, and then to develop that out into relationships, characters, situations, because we don't have a starting point from a text point of view, and the fact that the script arrives and the script is produced in the same evening is definitely different. when you have a certain restriction, like time, or you don't have a script, that sometimes that unleashes creativity.
Freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm watching the clock and it's moving really fast. So we had loads of throwing around ideas and creating new stuff, and I was really excited when I left them. And I just think too many ideas are after banging off one another, and it's not making much sense. I just think I'm after getting tangled up in my own thoughts. But it's fixable because I was still keeping in mind just from a couple of hours ago how great the group was and how great Kate was, and that it is there somewhere. I just have to muddle through all the rubbish to get to the decent bits.
I kind of like the idea that we have to get everything done within 20 hours because it cuts out all the messing around, and you just power on through.
There's no real backing out from it. I think that's the wonderful thing about 28 hours. It's the curse and the brilliance of it. Like normally when you're having a night like this with writing, you're fucking head down to the pub.
We're going to take a 2-hour break, and I got to go home and do up a mock-up of one of the effects shots. It's going to be an effects shot in the film, so I need to go home now and do up a mock-up of that first. Then we're all meeting at 9 o'clock again, and then we're going to shoot the film probably into the early hours, and then a bit of sleep, and then I'll be editing the film tomorrow. Hopefully all done by 7 p.m. tomorrow night, unless my PC explodes, which is possible. But
I think it's the pressure that kind of is keeping my head together a little bit. The good pressure in a way that it come hell or high water, something has to be there at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Our scripts arrived this morning. We started at 8:30, and Ollie was straight down about 10 minutes later with the scripts that had been printed out. I think Kieran sent it to me last night at about 3 a.m.
It's going to be dance interspersed with theatre into another dance piece. So I've choreographed the first dance piece and the script is written, and we are just about to move on to start choreographing the second part of the dance piece then.
I had a quick read when I got up and was able to just enough to scan through to see if the actors had to bring any particular costumes or anything, because obviously with such little time we don't have time to go back home. Whatever you turn up in is what you have.
I feel like the writer has the toughest part because they have to take a handful of different ideas and stories and go off within a few hours, come back with a properly formed piece. So I mean, I'm always in awe of them heading off and just thinking, I really hope we have a script tomorrow.
We'll have to see. We haven't been able to actually stand up and get going yet. We've only had a read through to try and sort out what we might need, but so far so good, and everyone's throwing themselves feet first in. So,
and we got a good lot of work done in a very short space of time. I think we worked for about 4 hours in total yesterday. And that was when we got the first dance piece blocked, the script blocked as well then. So we really did get a lot of work done last night. So it just kind of shows you that you can do a lot of creative work under a lot of pressure. And I think the pressure is the thing that drives you then as well.
Because I've done it the previous 2 years, and it's just not like anything else. It's being a part of it is just so much crack. It's really terrifying, essentially, but everyone else who's in a group involved in the event is in exactly the same boat as you, so everyone understands what each other is going through.
In a space where you can be safe yet creative and try and take risks, and they're only works in progress, so it doesn't need to be a completely finished product. So I think that's, and just the whole experience of getting to work with loads of different people.
You know, you have a group of other people who've been through the same experience as you, and you're all just sort of sharing what you've come together to make, so it's not like anything else. It's great.
When we were finished the actual meeting with the actors, I kind of wasn't sure what I was going to do. I had ideas, and so did he, but I was not sure at all what direction to go in. Sitting down with him and then being able to kind of talk like that, focused, if you get me, what I was thinking and obviously what he was thinking, and that really helped to kind of actually shape not only the story but an idea that we could actually use. I love that sense of just getting everybody in and everybody working together. I like that element of just, here's a script, it was done up within the last few hours, let's turn this into an actual piece of presentable theatre. It's a testament to the quality of everybody involved in terms of whatever you're doing, acting, directing, writing, dancing, making the film. It's fantastic just to see so many people gather and just go forward with one idea. Let's just get together, make a show within the space of a few hours and actually put it on, regardless of how perfect it might or might not be. We're just going to go with it, we're going to commit to it, we're going to make a piece of theatre for tonight.
I think August 2006. Snapped was my last show. I thought it'd be harder, but I kind of got into the swing of it this morning, sure. It was grand. Learning things was a bit tough, but having a great day, sure. Yeah, we have it all together. Good, yeah, good. I feel good.
It's all fabulously chaotic up there in Garter Lane at the moment. As usual, nothing's running smoothly, and I think if someone could give us an extra 3 hours, that the shows would be fabulous. The shows are going to be fabulous anyway.
It's been, the day has just flown. You just never seem to have enough seconds or have enough minutes. But it's gone really well. And the energy that people have brought into it has been terrific.
It's just such an amazing process just to see, like, less than 24 hours ago what we were doing in here, and now it's going to be on stage with 5 individuals who some of them have never even met, never even knew each other, and it's great to see the chemistry and how well everyone's getting on.
It gets so many people involved, and it kind of gets to the heart of making theatre or making film or making art and putting a piece on the stage. So rather than just rattling tin can around the place, selling flags or selling raffle tickets or whatever, you're raising money for what you do by doing what you do, and I think it's an excellent. There's no better way of doing it.
Today's been very tiring. Oh my gosh, I never thought it would be so hard, but it is, and it was the best day ever. Like, the adrenaline keeps you awake because you're gearing up for 8 o'clock.
I think that's the answer to a lot of things in Waterford. What made you do it? Only present. This is what you're doing. In terms of me becoming the director on this one, I have to play Anna Jordan for that one. Anna put me down for it. I thought I was just backstage putting down gaffer tape, and then I looked at the brochure and I was down as an assistant director.
It's 20 minutes to 28 hours, and we are officially on the stage. So after months of preparation and a full day and a half, we are ready to go on stage tonight with our 5 different theatre pieces, our dance piece, our live art, and our 3 films.
Absolutely hectic. Probably the most hectic thing I ever did in my life. Definitely I'm wrecked, I can barely speak.
Everything's been pretty chill today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Pure struggle and perseverance is what the last 28 hours was.